Alright class, today what we're going to do in this video, I'll probably have to break it up into a couple of videos, but we're going to go over your special right triangle study guide, and we'll go one question at a time. So what you need to know, formula wise, your special right triangles, you have a 45, 45, 90 and a 30, 60, 90 triangle. On the 45, 45, 90, the legs are the same length, and we'll just call them x. And the hypotenuse is x times root 2. So whatever these legs are, it'll be that number times root 2. And on the 30, 60, 90, the side across from your 30-degree angle, that's x. Your hypotenuse is double that, 2 times x, and then the side across from the 60 is x times root 3. So let's go through these questions, and we'll use these formulas to do our questions. Okay, on number 1, we're given a 30, 60, 90 triangle. And they give us the side across from 30, which is 3. So remember, the side across from 30 is our x. The hypotenuse would be double that, so x times 2. The hypotenuse would be 6, but it wants this side here. And the side across from 60 is this number times root 3. So that'll be my answer to number 1. Okay, number 2, we have another 30, 60, 90 triangle. They give us the side across from 30, which is x, and they want us to find this bottom side. Well, this is across from the 60, and it's x times root 3 again, so this will be 4 root 3. Alright, number 3, they give us another 30, 60, 90. They give us the side across from the 60-degree angle. And the question wants to know, what is the length of the hypotenuse? So the hypotenuse is going to be double x. Remember, the side across from 30 is x, and the side across from 60 is x times root 3. So we know this side would be 16, and the hypotenuse is going to be double x, so this will be 32. Okay, number 4 tells us that the diagonal of a square is 4 root 2. What is the area of the quilt in square feet? So you're going to have some area questions on this test, and the area of a square, we're just taking our side length, whatever it is, and squaring it. And so the question tells us that the diagonal of a square, the diagonal is just going from opposite vertices. This is our diagonal. A square has the same length, so we know that this is a 45, 45, 90. The legs are the same. It gives us the hypotenuse is 4 root 2. So we can figure out what the legs are based on the hypotenuse. A 45, 45, 90, the hypotenuse is x times root 2, or whatever the length of your legs are, times root 2. So my legs are going to be 4. And the area of this square, we just say our side squared, 4 times 4. That will be 16. Okay, number 5, they give us, they say, what is the length in coordinate units of a diagonal of a square? And they give us 3 coordinates from that square. And I have them plotted here, 0, 0, 6, 0, 6, 6. And let's go ahead and put the other coordinate. This is 3 coordinates of my square. We know the other one's going to be right here. So this will be at 0, 6. Alright, so here's my square. And they want us to find the diagonal. Okay, so you have your side lengths. This is going to be 6, and this is going to be 6, and this is a 45, 45, 90. So my hypotenuse is my leg length times root 2, which would be 6 root 2. Okay, number 6, they give us a right triangle, and they give us the coordinate of this point here. The x value of the coordinate is 2 root 3, and the y value is 2. So we go right 2 root 3 and we go up 2 to get to this point. And so this length is 2 root 3. This is 2. And the question wants us to find sine of theta. Sine theta. Well, if you remember, sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, so we're missing our hypotenuse. But if you'll notice, this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle because the side across from my angle is 2, and this is 2 root 3. So that tells me it's a 30, 60, 90. My hypotenuse of a 30, 60, 90 is going to be double this value. So that would be 4. So now we have the hypotenuse that we need. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, 2 over 4. This simplifies down to 1/2. For number 7, we have to find the area of a trapezoid. And you need to know the area of a trapezoid is we add our bases, we add these two lengths, we divide that sum by 2, and we multiply that by the height of the trapezoid. Okay, on the trapezoid we have our two bases, 3 and 4, and it gives us this 60-degree angle. And so to find the area, we add our bases, we divide by 2, and we multiply by the height. We don't have the height, so we have to find it. So let's draw us a little auxiliary line going straight down, and we'll focus on this right triangle right here. So this is a 30, 60, 90. And what we can do, we can use this length and this length, our two bases, to figure out the distance from here to here. So if this is 3 and this whole side is 4, we're missing 1 length right here. Because from here to here is 4, from here to here is 3, so 4 minus 3 gives us this missing length. So on this right triangle, the side across from 30 is 1. And remember, that is x. The side across from 60 is going to be whatever x is times root 3. So this is 1 times root 3, or just root 3. And that'll be my height of the trapezoid, and now we can find the area. Okay, so now we can find the area. Area, we add our bases, 4 and 3. We divide that by 2, and we multiply by the height that we just found. So this will give us 7 divided by 2 times root 3. And I believe that is an answer choice. 7 root 3 over 2. Alright, we're going to look at number 8 now. We have a trapezoid. It gives us the bases 5 and 11, and it tells us that this side is 3 root 2. So what we need to find is the height. Let's draw this little line, and we'll focus on this right triangle here. So let's find from here to here, and let's use our bases to figure it out. So you can see it better if I did this right here. And so from here to here is 5, from here to here is 11. So we're missing 6 from these two pieces right here. So if we cut that in half, this will be 3. From here to here is 3. So if you have a leg that's 3 and the hypotenuse is 3 root 2, this tells me that this is a 45, 45, 90, and this will be 3 also. And so my height of the trapezoid is 3. And my two bases, we have 5 and 11, so let's find the area. Area is 5 plus 11 divided by 2 times my height of 3. This gives me 16 divided by 2 is 8 times 3 gives me 24. Okay, number 9 wants us to find sine alpha, and they tell us that this coordinate is 4, 4. So automatically, that tells me the x and the y is the same, and that should tell me that this is a 45, 45, 90. And it wants me to find sine of alpha. We're going to need the hypotenuse to find sine, which is opposite over hypotenuse. And what is your hypotenuse going to be on a 45, 45, 90? It is whatever your legs are times root 2, so 4 root 2. So once we have our hypotenuse, we can now find sine alpha. Sine alpha equals opposite over hypotenuse, 4 over 4 root 2. Anytime you have a square root on the bottom, you need to get rid of it. So we can do that by multiplying the bottom and the top by that root. So on the top we get 4 times root 2 is 4 root 2. And on the bottom, anytime you have a root times itself, you just get that number back. So root 2 times root 2 is 2 times the 4 gives me 8. Now you have 4 over 8. You can simplify to a half. So it'll be 1 root 2 over 2 or just root 2 over 2. Okay, number 10 wants to know the area of an equilateral triangle. So things we need to know about an equilateral triangle. Your side lengths are equal and all of the angle measures will be 60 degrees. So I'm just going to put 60 right here. And we have to find the area of it, so we're going to take our base once we find it and multiply it times our height. And it actually gives us the height of the triangle. So the height is just straight down, and it tells us it's 9. Okay, so this is a 30, 60, 90 triangle, and we're going to use our height to figure out the base of the whole triangle. But first we're just going to focus on this right triangle to try to figure out from here to here, and then we'll double it to find our base. So using this 30, 60, 90, it tells me that the side across from the 60 degree angle is 9. Remember in the formula, the side across from 30 is x. The side across from 60 is x times root 3. So what this problem is telling me is 9 equals x times root 3. And we're going to use this to figure out x. And then we'll double it to find the base. And then we'll do base times height divided by 2 to get our area. So a lot going on this question. So let's work through it. Okay, so let's take this and solve for x. And we can do that by, this is x times root 3, so let's get x by itself by dividing both sides by root 3. So cancel these. So x is this. Let's get rid of the root on bottom by multiplying bottom and top by the root. So that's going to give me 9 root 3 over root 3 times root 3 is 3. And 3 goes into 9 3 times. So x is going to be 3 root 3, which is from here to here. Alright, so I need to double that to get my whole base of my triangle. So I'm going to double 3 root 3. And so my base is going to be 6 root 3. So let's find the area. My base is 6 root 3 times my height of 9 divided by 2. So 9 times 6 root 3 gives me 54 root 3 divided by 2. 2 goes into 54 27 times, so it's 27 root 3 is my area of this triangle.